So 2017 C4 question 2. And we have these two functions. Fx is 2x squared minus 4. X is bigger than 0. And we have gx, which is sec x. It's become more familiar when we work through trig. But basically sec is 1 over cos x. And we're in radians, and we're between 90 and minus 90. So part 1, find the inverse function of f. So set y equals your f function. Rearrange it to get x equals. And bring your 2 over divide. And then just do the positive square root. And at the end, make sure you replace x with f minus 1. And you replace y with x. And it says state the domain. It usually does in these questions. So let's find the range of the real thing. So we had an x squared graph. You moved it down 4. Now just be careful. The domain was x is bigger than 0. So your range of this is going to be bigger than minus 4. So that means down here that your domain is going to be bigger than minus 4, not greater than or equal to. Part 2. Sketch the graph of y equals gx. So remember your gx was sec x, which was 1 over cos. So let's start off with a cos graph. Now remember you were between minus 90 and 90. So let's do the other side. So I'm looking at this part of the graph. And that goes up to 1. Now, if you put in 1 over 1, you get 1. If you put in here 0, which this at minus pi over 2 equals 0, 1 over 0 goes off to infinity. Let's try one point in between. Say choose a point in there. Let's say this is a half. 1 over half brings you up to 2. So you're reflecting it up this way. Exactly the same happens on the other side. So that's your graph. Part 2, state the range of this graph. You can see that your graph is always above 1. And it can equal 1. And the last bit, f gx. So put your g into your f. So it's 2 sec squared x minus 4. And I'll just give the domain of this just to finish it off. If you look back at the beginning, this was restricted between minus pi over 2 and pi over 2.